Hello and good evening. Welcome to Reiki101 Class 5. It's going to be a little interesting, a little bit different tonight. Want to just focus more on music and sound healing and kind of get that going right away. This is Aviatrix. Hey Kevin, what's up?
Life free of the matrix of insanity. Aviatrix, life free, flee the matrix of insanity.
Crystal,
Aviatrix, flee the matrix of insanity.
welcome guys. Thanks for jumping on with me tonight. Forgive me for being a little late.
She is the soul of revolution. She holds the goal. Our evolution. People can fly. People can fly. Aviatrix.
Jenice, welcome.
Matrix. Aviatrix. Life free. Flee the matrix of insanity. Aviatrix. Flee the matrix, yeah, yeah. It's a broken down town. Don't hang around. No, no, no. Can you show us who we are? 'Cause flying on high is who we are. Yes, all we are is who we are. All we are is who we are. Leave the matrix of insanity. A lady elevates, she never deviates or takes away from her pursuit of perfect fruit. But we can't get free. Must pass on through life and love and song. Flee the matrix of insanity. Aviatrix, life free. Flee the matrix of insanity. Aviatrix, flee the matrix, yeah, yeah. Welcome everybody to Class 5. Hey Lana. So that, what you just heard was the first ever recording of Aviatrix shortly after it was written back in 2013. So that was, yeah, about 5 years ago. I had some incredible memories, photos pop up today of 5 years ago with Chinese Connection, Dub Embassy, and the Edge Coffee Shop, Abigail Noel. We were all there for Conversations with Heaven event, and playing music and really kind of supporting the last days of the Edge Coffee Shop with Frank, and it was incredible. But yeah, decided to use that song today to talk about healing power and music power, and gonna make this a much shorter class than I anticipated, just because I'm going through a pretty transformative healing process myself at this moment. Let's see. Hey, Verna. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's really soothing to me too. So I'm gonna do a mixture of playing some live tracks with my guitar and, playing some recorded tracks for you, both for myself, my personal healing, getting some sound healing going, and because my energy's not in the place I want to be to try and teach from the book right now. And again, you can join the Reiki 101 group, make a donation to MemPhoenix to support the mission and the work. We suggest $8 a class, or $64 for all 8. But whatever you can afford to contribute, is totally up to you and is a gift from your heart. This is a gift from mine. So I realize I'm rambling a bit. It's the histamine reaction is still happening a little bit. A few days ago, I got bitten by a spider, and for months I've been like, sorry, I'm not home right now, I'm walking into spider webs, leave a message and I'll call you back. A likely story, but really I kept walking into lots of spider webs, seeing spiders everywhere. And I know that one of those messages that have traditionally been interpreted by people over the course of thousands of years is that spiders can symbolize the need to write and get back to writing, as well as spinning, constantly working, creativity, being productive, and constantly moving with creating projects and creative energy. So when this happened, it was kind of shocking. My leg swelled up huge. It was Saturday night when I really noticed that it must not have been a mosquito bite, after I played a gig downtown, and I was exhausted. I was having some joint pain, and I just started to channel some Reiki energy and to just be guided as to what was going on and what was happening. And I fell asleep with my hands charged up with energy over this spot on my leg, just kind of holding it. And then the next morning I woke up and it had become very clear that it was something that needed more attention. And I went to the minor medical center and got the steroid shot that they recommended. I felt good with that, to bring down the swelling and some of the heat. But then she gave me antibiotics, which are definitely important for the body, to have some assistance in fighting off venom of any kind, whether it's a dog or a cat bite or a spider bite. The physical human body needs extra support to fend that off. And but at the same time, I really wasn't comfortable with the strong antibiotics. So went back to my naturopathic training a little bit and did a little research, talked with Sister Jamie, and went and saw Dr. Steve, my mentor at Good Life Honeysuckle Health Foods, and started taking a lot of colloidal silver, making a paste, actually, because it was beautiful the way that the timing and the people and the information blocks fell into place. Once I had done the energy work ahead of time of knowing that I wanted to attract what was the best method of healing for me, what was the best route to take. I asked serious questions energetically of whether or not I should take this antibiotic or go with if my body had time to use a natural remedy, because sometimes the natural remedies work slower And you really want to be paying attention to the times when you need the Western medicine, because our, modern medical industrial complex, as much um, as people are, especially in alternative medicine, are critical of modern medicine, it's developed for a reason. It's here for a reason, and universal life force energy, God force energy, is with all of the people developing that industry, just like they are with all of us who need it and use it. The issue is balance between all of those things. So I think there's probably not probably, I'm sure if you're watching this and even considering alternative medicine, you're aware of the problems that exist, but also there's huge benefits, and it's up to us to continue doing our energetic spiritual work to be able to discern what's right and what's not. So, point being there, the people and information and remedies that came into my life in the last 48 hours really showed me the proof of continuing to practice and continuing to stay connected, because I got information and products from Dr. Steve. My very good friend Tammy Jo O'Neill was there and lent manuka honey and some Chinese herbs for internal antibiotics. I was already doing tons of garlic, coconut oil, and colloidal silver externally on the bite to help neutralize that venom and promote healing. Colloidal silver is a natural antibiotic. And then also my friend Bill Floyd all came into the Good Life while I was there in this brief moment. And so Bill is bringing in the musical healing aspect. So probably close to 5 years ago at Good Life, I'm, stepping up in my training and working alone, doing more consults with clients on my own. And then Bill Floyd walks in, and I happen to have my guitar there. And I waited on him several times before, but all of a sudden, having my guitar at the store then brings up this huge conversation that he's also a songwriter and a guitarist, and that he's got this song. And I'm just gonna share it with you. I was gonna launch into it, straight from speaking, but I missed my cues. Anyway, here's some more sound healing. Call the preacher, you can call the law. I won't swear to nothing but the things I saw. Was a dead man walking, looked a lot like me. Yes, from rags to riches in the promised land. Thought came true when you took my hands. You saw something I could no longer see. Yes, well, the power of love is the power to heal. Now I know how I'm supposed to feel. I'll raise my hands and I'll laugh into the sky. I'll raise my hands and I'll laugh, laugh, laugh into the sky. In the sky now I know I'm alive, like the light in your eyes. I know freedom is alive, light of love in your eyes. Now, I got a little carried away there. The end there was something that I wrote as a bridge between the first verse of Bill's song and the second verse of a song called Rise during a justice march that I did 2 years ago, I believe. So I'm going to find the recording of that, of Laugh and Rise. But the combination of, rekindling those learning pathways. When I walk into the good life, I was overwhelmed visually by my own artwork, because Dr. Steve let me completely have free reign to paint and decorate the walls in the good life. And visual art, painting, is a huge part of my healing process, just as much as music and energy healing. So that was incredible for me, seeing, all of my visual artwork, the herbal remedies and nutrition, then the love and friendship coming from Tammy Jo, the Manuka honey that she gave me, from the earth, and then with the musical healing with Bill Floyd there, it was this awesome, incredible healing vortex. And I came home, and before I came home, I had a session with a very dear friend who's also a product rep for natural products, and I met her through working at the Good Life. So I got to do a Reiki session for this incredible woman. I was just wowed and felt this beautiful light shining from her the first time I met her. I remember when she walked into the store, it was like, oh, wow, cool. And Steve is like, this is our new, or not our new, but this is our rep. This is my new employee, because I was the new employee back then. And I was just starting to begin to practice Reiki and energy medicine, and she was already a Reiki master, right? Go figure. And really encouraging me to continue on my path with alternative wellness and natural healing. So getting to do a Reiki session for her last night was a huge honor. And then she gave me a bunch of products, one of which being this can of turmeric chai tea. And there's no sugar in it, of course. It was nothing but turmeric and ginger and cinnamon, and coconut milk powder and honey powder, right? So I knew that the paste to put on topically to help dry out poisons, it's typically like bentonite clay and colloidal silver. So I wasn't feeling called to get the bentonite clay for whatever reason. I just was like, no, all I need is the colloidal silver. And I trusted that and went with it, instead of second guessing myself and standing in the store debating, well, maybe I might be wrong. It was awesome. I trusted my gut and, went with it. Dr. Steve trusted my intuition. It's like, you know what you're doing. Here we go. And then that chai powder got brought into my life, and I sat down once I got back to the house, and the Manuka honey and the powder and the colloidal silver were just sitting there with coconut oil, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, there's the paste. Here we go. Blended it, and it's been amazing. The swelling had already gone down quite a bit, maybe by half, with the steroid shot and ice and elevation. And it kept it iced and elevated for quite a good while, and had huge relief of pain. I want to show you, but then I'm afraid my shorts are really short. But it's completely flattened out. And I'm just it's like it's barely there. So I'm continuing to put the colloidal silver and the paste on it every, few hours, but just within 24 hours, it's like all of these things have come together, to create this massive healing on such a beautiful, huge level with, and I've got pictures. They're not very flattering, but I've got pictures of how, large it was in the beginning. I'll spare you that. I'll spare you that. And I decided to throw this hat on because I'm doing my hair, and I also happen to love this hat. But yeah, so just wanted to share, proof of why I do this, why I know that it works, and that there's nothing inherently that we need to turn away from or pull away from, so much as realizing what it is we want to move to, what we want to move towards, and being in that energy of moving towards the best option, the next right indicated step, how that can be really beautiful and beneficial. I've also been doing a lot of emotional clearing and emotional healing work, which is really perfect around this new moon. Plans have changed. I've been receiving guidance to stay in Tennessee more, work on myself and my family, as opposed to going back to LA full time. I will be going back out for some shows in mid-June and mid-July, and I'm so grateful for that. Still accepting donations for the travel fund. Also going to be opening up, really getting serious with a fund for the bus, whether it's a medicine bus or a health food truck or whatever it turns out to be, this vehicle to carry me coast to coast and be able to set up little healing circles and music circles wherever I am, carry healing products for people across the country, and into neighborhoods that otherwise might not receive, have access to the services that I provide. Also doing an art auction for the same reasons. So on one hand, coming to these conclusions and coming to understand that this is where my guidance is leading has been incredibly opening and freeing, but it's also, there's been some sadness too, because I was, I had things that I was expecting to do, people I was expecting to be in very close contact with in Los Angeles, and we're still connected and still working together, but the expectation has shifted, the energy has shifted, and I'm just blessed and amazed that they are, the kind of people that they are, and I know it's because I was led by Spirit where to go, who to contact, who to work with, pretty much. So Bianca Altmetz, Rob Seals at the Songwriting School of Los Angeles, and to all of the instructors there, Paulette McWilliams and Joy Grayson, and Nikhil Karula, and Galen Whitmore, and I think I may be forgetting some of you, and then of course my classmates. Like this spring and semester was just huge, and of course on a personal level, to Lynn Ann Cuminato, for just being herself, the most amazing, beautiful, supportive space and healing guide, really, that I could have asked for. It was just, I really just hope that I can pay that energy forward. And if you ever have the opportunity to check out Total Oasis, it's very selective, but to just experience Lynn Ann's energy and healing, definitely jump on that opportunity, because it's well worth it. And I even wrote a song out of some of our conversations and energy and guidance. The song Tears on the Inside came from a discussion with Lynn Ann, right as we were first meeting when I got to LA. So I just can't say, I can't give enough expression of appreciation and gratitude to my Los Angeles friends and family. It's just been a huge, beautiful part of my journey, and I will see you soon. I keep saying this, like I'm not going to see you. I'm going to see you in like 15 days, but I want to just see you and be in your faces and hold you. But anyway, let's see. Before I start playing another song, check out Sheila Shabazz. What's up? Hey, Berta. I'd love to come up to North Cali. Let's just make a plan, put it on the calendar, and make it happen. Make it happen. Daniel Pecatus from France by way of San Diego, another writing partner from Songwriting School of Los Angeles. Ba-dum-bum. So. That is way out of tune. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you and sit and tune the guitar on air. Like, just not going to do that. What's up, Sheila? I will come back to DC. I can't wait to see you. Says Sheila Shabazz, you are one of our sisters. Like, you belong in the Lester tribe. And you, when I get you next to the five of us, it's gonna be like, what? Yep, it's awesome. Anyway, I was talking about Daniel and singing. And ironic that I'm talking about Sheila, because, and Sheila Shabazz being a sister, but my blood sister, Sheila J, I started writing a song for her wedding and wasn't really able to finish it. It was a huge kickstart for me to get back on my songwriting path. It was one of the first songs I started to write after my head injury, after my crowning. I'm wearing a nice little crown. Excuse me. And so it was just a little piece and it didn't get developed and fully realized. And during classes, during the Root class at the Songwriting School of LA, I was partnered with Daniel and, I'm trying to remember her name. I can see her face so clearly. I will remember and I will write it down. But we were paired up and I was super excited because I took French in high school and I'm like, well, Daniel, you're going to help me bring my French back. Like, yay. And we somehow got to talking about this little snippet of this song, Dear Love. Right. Because our writing partner was in a new love relationship and it was this beautiful new blossoming and it reminded me of that. So I'll just a cappella for you some of the words and melody. Dear love, please stay a while. Forever would just be sublime. You know, I've been waiting for so long. Days with you turn into nights. I'm ready to reach new heights. It's time for us to fly high, and so we go, dear love. I'm gonna stop there, just because it's still a work in progress, and I want to honor it because the work that got put into that was incredibly beautiful. And it's very close to my heart. And I'm not quite ready to totally workshop it yet, although I felt very compelled to go ahead and share it. So there's some. Now back to the practice. I'm going to keep this short tonight again, as I said. Before I start playing a track, I'd like everybody to start clearing your energy. So charge up your hands. And breathe in and out deeply. Take off my silly hat for a moment. See, the hair is in process. And it's good to, when you can, and when you remember, to remove jewelry and glasses and metal. Things that conduct energy or electricity and would have an effect on the energy flow on your person and then on the person that you're also working with. So if anybody's just tuning in, this is your first time, Reiki means universal life force energy. It's transmitted through the hands, the mouth or breath, and the eyes. I pointed to, right? Anyway, the eyes, the hands, and the breath of the practitioner. that is why I feel music is the perfect vehicle for Reiki energy. And it, of course, means universal life force energy. It's a Japanese energy healing technique. And for me personally, universal life force energy is God's source energy. So you'll quite often hear me talk about God force energy and talk about God's energy when I'm discussing Reiki, but that's not, it's not a religious practice, not a prerequisite. So to start, we're gonna charge up and cleanse and clear ourselves. Starting with the hands, building that electric charge, that static charge, and the heat and the pressure, and so you can start to feel almost like a substance forming between your hands. And then begin to cleanse and clean the body. Do the seatbelt across, shoulder to shoulder, across the head, neck, and back, down the legs, the belly, and the feet. Breathe in deeply. Put your hands in the gasso or prayer position. Just for today, I release worry. Just for today, I release anger. Just for today, I am grateful and appreciative. Just for today, I work and pray diligently. Just for today, I show loving kindness to every living creature, including myself. Divine Reiki healing energy flow through me. Divine healing Reiki energy flow through me. Divine healing Reiki energy flow through me. I ask for healing for myself and for my students and for all that we touch on all levels of being for the greatest good of all, beginning with ourselves. I ask to be filled with divine healing Reiki energy, to be overflowing. I seek to align myself with God's source energy, to come into closer contact with the force that creates worlds.
Just for today, I release anger. Just for today, I release worry. Just for today, I am grateful and appreciative. Just for today, I work and pray diligently. Just for today, I show loving kindness to every living creature, including myself. If you would like, you may join me in a collective Reiki prayer, sending healing Reiki energy to all places in the world suffering from war and conflict and torment. Sending loving, healing Reiki vibes of peace, love, and light, and comfort, and safety, and security, of blessings, and bounty, and abundance. Sending love of enough food to eat and enough water to drink. You may call on the energy of the first Reiki symbol, Chokure, which simply means place the power of the universe here. You may choose to use the symbols, the Japanese words, or to speak them in your own native language. The purpose is your intention and your energy. Place the healing power of the universe in this prayer, in this intention, in this stream. So it is. Put my hat back on because I love it. No, I love it. Hey, Sheila. Yes, burn sage and also Palo Santo. Excellent for that clearing. Wonderfully awesome. All right. And there have been a lot of love requests this leading up to this full moon, and some realizations of some love energy, romantic love energy coming into my awareness quite a bit. So I'd like to I would love to pay honor and homage to love with this song that was written with Lakeith and Mason, who's with Memphis Filmworks, and we'll be making a documentary about Memphis artists and musicians living and working in Los Angeles. And so we've kind of been like ships in the night, bouncing back and forth between Memphis and LA, and never there or here at the same time. So we're looking to reconnect in July when I'll have a show in Los Angeles. And hopefully we're going to get to revisit this song. It's been fantastic. But it was one of my very first co-writing experiences, and I've since learned that co-writing is my absolute favorite kind of writing, and I can't wait to check that out in Nashville and Memphis a little bit more. I'll sing this for you. It's going to be an a cappella night, and then I'm going to jump off of here and go lay down and rest, because as wonderful as I feel, I can definitely tell my body still needs a lot of recuperation, and Dr. Steve made sure to tell me to be very, very serious about taking the colloidal silver and tending to the bite topically. So I'm definitely going to follow those directions. Thank you guys for jumping on and joining me tonight, Class 5. Before I close out, one more thing. It's a very brief talk about some grounding and energy healing techniques that I've used. So invoking the violet flame, the crystal ray, and the purple rain. And the violet flame is a technique that has been taught and passed down amongst people who follow the Church of Saint Germain, as well as among Reiki practitioners, to the point that now there's a certification in violet flame Reiki. But the violet flame is a tool, a meditation tool, where you can chant or sing some of the different violet flame meditations and visualize that energy of a flame which does not burn, but yet also cleanses and clears away energetic blocks and pain and trauma and helps to heal. And so that was passed to me from my Reiki master, Catherine Evans. And the crystal ray was one that I started becoming familiar with as I worked with Abigail Noel. But that is visualized as a ray of God's healing light coming straight down, almost like a giant crystal, and either enveloping and surrounding you or creating like a fence of protection around you. And so all of these are different tools to help you channel your energy and utilize your energy and the energy around you in different ways. And since the death of Prince Rogers Nelson, it's talking about the purple rain energy, feeling that type of energy cleansing, almost like this soft yet incredibly powerful rainfall. And for me, saying those in succession is one way to quickly align and feel this rush of kinetic healing, cleansing energy, and become grounded and in a space where I can quickly start channeling Reiki energy or working with the energy of someone's aura or my own. And so that was that. And I guess I gotta sing Purple Rain too. So I'll do Wanna Be Loved, right? I don't wanna be right. No, I just wanna be loved, loved. See, I got no strength to fight. So open up the door. I don't want to fight. No, 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 no. I just want to be loved. Yeah, yeah. I just want to be loved.
Let's set aside our foolish pride and give us one more try. I know I made you cry. I got no alibi. I don't want to fight. No, 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 no. I just want to be loved. Yeah, yeah. I just want to be loved. Like the birds to the trees and the honey to the bees. You're all I need. Give in to me like the birds to the trees and the honey to the bees. You're all I need. Give in to me. Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're all I need. Give in to me. Never meant to cause you any sorrow, no. I never meant to cause you any pain. Hey, hey. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only wanted to see you laughing in that purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Yes, purple rain, purple rain. Hey, yeah, purple rain, purple rain. I only wanted to see you laughing in that purple rain. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. No, no. Only want to be some kind of friend. Hey, I could never steal you from another. No. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. Hey, purple rain, purple rain. Yeah, yes, purple rain, purple rain. Well, I only wanted to see you underneath that purple rain. Honey, I know times are changing. Yeah, yes. Maybe it's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. Ooh, you say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Yes, purple rain, purple rain. Ooh, purple rain, purple rain. I only wanted to see you underneath that purple rain. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Thank you.
just for participating in this endeavor and lending your energy and being willing to step into something new. Because it's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. Peace.